Hello everyone. Hi. Thanks for everyone for coming here. I am not used to public speaking, but I will do my best. My name, as I was introduced, is Zach Dugan. I'm a shop steward for the BC Generals Employees Union, and I'm here today speaking on behalf of Labor for Palestine, a cross-union organization of rank-and-file workers in support of Palestinian liberation. Today, the death toll in Gaza includes at least 480 healthcare workers, 146 journalists, and 223 aid workers, including 185 UNRWA staff. I could go on, but unfortunately, Israel's siege has meant that nobody is able to keep track of the countless Palestinian rescue workers, bakers, technicians, administrators, care workers, farmers, teachers, and more currently being slaughtered by the IOF. And none of their lives are any less valuable. Tomorrow, the Victoria Labour Council is holding an annual day of mourning for the victims of capitalism in British Columbia. And while it's important to honor those martyred here, it feels hollow to honor them alone while the genocide in Gaza nears its 8th month. Lost my spot. But next Wednesday is also May Day, International Workers' Day, a day to celebrate militant resistance to exploitation and oppression across the globe. And here in the Imperial Core is also an opportunity to recommit ourselves to dismantling those systems of global control from within. And it's in that spirit of international solidarity that I want to speak briefly about an often overlooked way in which the labor movement struggle here is intertwined with Palestinian liberation. Last September, a UN Special Rapporteur published a report condemning Canada's temporary foreign worker programs as a breeding ground for contemporary forms of slavery. Under these programs, well over 1 million people from around the globe are currently working in so-called Canada under our very own system of labor apartheid. These workers grow our food, serve our coffee, build our homes, care for our elders, and raise our children, and yet they are systematically denied their basic rights. They suffer daily abuses at the hands of employers who are given near total control over their lives, and they are offered no guaranteed path to permanent residency in this country, which would cease to function without them. Meanwhile, last year in the occupied territories, before the outbreak of this open genocide, nearly 1 million Palestinians were forced to seek work permits in Israel just to feed their families, paying up to 20% of their wages to permit brokers and spending hours every single day traveling through IOF checkpoints where they are subjected to constant harassment and humiliation, all to work for less than half of what the average Israeli makes, in dangerous conditions with little to no labor protections and no ability to remain, even for a night, in the land that was stolen from them. This situation has, of course, only grown exponentially worse since Israel unleashed their new Nakba, with hundreds of thousands of these permits canceled, leaving families struggling to put food on the table, including, of course, the thousands of those issued to Gazans. Some of those workers' permits were even revoked while they were still inside of Israel, leading to months of torture and imprisonment without trial. Both of these permit regimes, as well as others in the US, the European Union, and the Gulf monarchies and elsewhere, are essential for reproducing and reinforcing Western imperialism, providing cheap, disposable labor, and maintaining racialized subjugation. But these programs don't just resemble each other. They exist in communication, they inform, and they strengthen each other. Labor exploitation, genocide, and land theft make up the doubled histories of Canada and of Israel as colonial projects, but today Israel stands at the forefront, proudly exporting 21st century tools and fascist ideological justification for a glowing system of global apartheid. So as workers, we recognize that Palestinians resist apartheid and genocide not just for themselves, but on all of our behalves. More than just thanks for their resolve and courage, we working people must show our own here and now. Our struggles take different forms, but they are one. Every bomb in Palestine is an attack on the working people of the world and money in the pockets of the bosses and oligarchs. Every shell, a strike at global liberation. Every lie on the news, a new attempt to dehumanize Palestinians, as well as ourselves by trying to make us refuse to care. So stand with us now in solidarity with Palestine and fight to demand that Canada end all support and cooperation with Israel until a permanent ceasefire is reached, until all prisoners and hostages are released, until Israel is held accountable for its crimes against humanity, until the occupation and apartheid system are permanently abolished. From the river to the sea, none of us are free until all of us are free. Viva la causa and free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
From the river to the sea,
From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Thank you all.